Hello, I am back. It is still Sunday. I don't think I filmed it all today, so it is Sunday, and I wanted to show you some of the things I've been getting at our community yard sales. I've gotten quite a few things. I'm going to start by showing you some things that I've gotten for my own self, and then I will either do a separate video or at least a separate section on things I've gotten for my classroom and kids' books and games. So I'm gonna get started. I am not feeling great today. I have a big old sty in my eye, and I don't even know if it really is. It's some kind of weird eye infection. I almost feel like it's something different, but it's just, I think that and the fact that I've been taking Advil has made me not really feel very good. So I just feel kind of blah, but I really have to get these things off my dining room table and floor. So wanted to show you. Here we go. This first set of 3 books, I'm going to show you the one that I recognized, Plain Song. It is by Kent Harif. I've seen this one lots of times, or something that looked like this one, but I think it was this one. Anyway, at this house, there was this book, also by same author, Where You Once Belonged, and this one, which actually came first, The Tie That Binds. Something about them just made me want to read them. They're not new, they're old. The first one was published in 84, I believe. Yeah, 1984. So I don't know how I missed it, but as soon as I picked him up, the lady and her husband went, "Oh, those are so good, those are so good." And they were a dime, 10 cents. So for the grand total of 30 cents, we'll see. But anyway, this one did win an award. It won the National Book Award. Oh, it's a finalist. National Book Award. It couldn't be more vague. But anyway, looked like a good one. It's a good, it's not a series, but a good, good reads. Then at the same house, I found this one. And okay, I'm not super into conspiracy theories, so whatever. However, I do find them very interesting, like all of the Dan Brown books I've read. Very interesting. Whether any of it's true or not, I don't care. It's just a good mystery. And because my daughter and I went to Washington this past summer and plan to go back again, I just thought this was really fun, and it has cool pictures, and we can find places we've been, and anyway, this just looked fun, and for a dime, again, I figured I should at least give it a shot. Then, this next book is, I got at the same house, and this one I paid $1.25 for because it's a hardback. I know, I'm a big spender, but this one looked really good. It's also not new, 2000, I think that's it, 2001, my eyeballs. Anyway, this one is just a story. It reminds me kind of if you've read any of, what was his name? Oh man, the one who wrote about Lake Wobegon, starts with a G. Anyway, I'll think of it, and I'll put it on the screen somewhere. Garrison Keillor. Go me. Anyway, it reminded me of him, Growing Up True. It talks about just a boy growing up in the plains of, I want to say like Texas or something. I don't know. That's probably not it. Baltimore. So no, not Texas. Really? Growing up in, anyway, I don't know. It looked really good. And when I finish it, I have a friend that I'm going to pass it on to because he likes all these kind of sort of stories too. Then at another house, I found both of these, and both of these are on my wish list on the library, my library app. So to check out, they're not my wish list, but my holds list, I think. Maybe my, I don't know. Anyway, I've tagged them. This one just looks so good. It is a whodunit, as you could probably tell from the cover. This is by Karen McManus, and it was written in, I think these two are both relatively new. This one was written in 2017. And The Maidens is by the author who wrote The Silent Patient, which I really liked. And really was a great wow ending, and I won't be telling you what that was in case you haven't read it or want to read it. So this one is 2021. So this is a brand new book, and I mean, look at it. It doesn't even look like it's been read, and I paid $1. So I love garage sales so much. Goodwill's great too, but garage sales are just better. Anyway, these next 3 I got at the same man's house, and the funny thing is, some houses have a garage sale every year. This house, I have purchased several books from this man. He's a former history teacher, and so he has a lot of great historical, interesting books. So this one I loved. I've already read, I think I either read or listened to the Killing Lincoln. And this one has pictures of the times and, you know, some historical things. And I just thought, that's so cool. I love this kind of history where you get pictures. So the back has the tear, but I don't even care. Look at the regular book. I might just take it off because look at how cool that is. Isn't that really cool? I might take the dust jacket off. Anyway, then this one I don't think I already had in my collection. I have them all except for, I don't have the Mafia one, or the Mob, and I don't have Crazy Horse, which I am listening to. I quit, but I have it on my Audible, so I have it forever. I bought it. And what other one? I think those are the only 2 that I have not, that I don't own in book form or have not finished listening to. So this one is the only other one that I think fits. I've listened to or read all the rest. Anyway, love his writing style, love learning a little something about history. My pile's getting very big. This is the last one I got at the history professor's house, and I absolutely love, well, you know, I love National Geographic, easy for me to say, for children, but I also love it for me. And these I buy, I try to not buy them all because they're not cheap. They are $13. It's a magazine, but I mean, it's an incredibly beautiful magazine. But anyway, it just is amazing, and I love the information. And what's even nicer about this is that they're just small articles, but look at how beautiful the pictures are. Can I say that enough? I really don't think I can because I keep doing it. Anyway, love these National Geographics. I own many. Also, the People and or Life series, I like also. I buy those too when I find them on sale. Sam's Club carries them, and I'm sure, you know, other places do too, but I just love getting my hands on them. Okay, some of these next ones that I bought are young adult, or even younger than young adult, no, older than young, anyway, they're for children, older children, not 3rd grade children. But anyway, this one is, I love the feel of it. It's like the cardstock feel. It's really cool. This one is called Ashes by Lori Hulse Anderson. She is the author of Fever, and Fever 1793, Forge and Chains. And this is a trilogy called Seeds of America. Yeah, Seeds of America trilogy. And so it has to do with slavery, and the main character in the book wants to be free. And so I thought that since I have the others, I should have this also. I finished listening to Yellow Fever 1793. It was a really good book, and I would definitely read it to, I mean, there was nothing, it was history. There was nothing terrible in it. I would say 6th grade and up, or 5th grade and up, but nothing that would make it not appropriate. So anyway, this one, another one that I bought is one that I have somewhere I've lent to. I very specifically remember giving it to someone. I don't remember who it was, and it was years ago. So Pay It Forward. This is the young readers version, I believe. I think that's what I tried to buy. But anyway, I had started a book study for this years ago. Someone had asked me to do it, and I just didn't. I mean, I started it, but I think I checked it out from the library originally before I bought it. And then the copy I bought, I don't have any idea where it is. So this says copyright 1999 and 2014. So, and it doesn't say new cover, so I don't know. Anyway, I think that this might be the young reader edition. Another young-ish reader, I got this one time, a long time ago. Someone was reading this at school. It was one of our sign language interpreters, and I asked her about it, and she said it was really, really good. And I had always meant to look into it because it just sounds very interesting. And I never did, and look what I found. I'm super excited, garage sale find. But this one, the barcode tattoo, is kind of like an end of times book. Suzanne Wen is the author, and she has also written The Barcode Rebellion, Reincarnation, Distant Waves, a novel of the Titanic, and Empty. So if I like this one, I have somewhere else I can turn. But this one is definitely not new. This is 2004, so that's a few years ago. Okay, this next book has a bit of a funny story. I saw this book at not one, not two, but 3 garage sales on the same morning in different neighborhoods. Didn't buy it at the first house, didn't buy it at the second house. When I saw it a third time, I thought, you know what? I think I have to buy it now because I think there's a rule. If you see the same thing 3 times at garage sales, you have to buy it. So I did. Good news, it wasn't a car, right? Anyway, it's called The Party, and it has something to do with a tragedy that happened at a 16-year-old's little get-together with friends. And it might be one of my favorite books of all time. We don't know. It was copyright date of 2017, so relatively new. This next one, I have no idea what it's about, but look at the front of the book. It's shiny. So, you know, I had to have it. Okay, so this one says it is it was an instant New York Times bestseller. It is basically just a drama of people's lives in New York, I believe, New York City. And the author is, oh wow, Cynthia something Sweeney. We're just gonna go with Cynthia Sweeney. And it has good recommendations from the Los Angeles Times and from People down on the bottom. And the copyright date is what I was looking for, is 2016. So I'll, did you see that? Ow, can't imagine why my eye hurts so bad. 2016, so it's also not that old. I need to go to bed. All right, next, okay. I love Fannie Flagg. Has anybody ever read any of her books? She's just funny, and there's not one of her books that I've read that I haven't liked. I feel like I bought one not too long ago. Maybe it was this one, who knows? I mean, I bought this one the other day, but maybe I also bought it a few months ago. No, the one that I really, well, she wrote Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe. So that one is amazing. Daisy, Faye and the Miracle Man, that was a really good one. But this one, I don't believe I've read. And the copyright date is 2016. So it's new-ish. And I don't think I've read it. Next, we have another Kristen Hanna book. This is 2009. I don't think I've read it. It didn't sound familiar. It's about basically sisters, and there's a tragedy. Isn't that how all my books that I go for tend to have in them? Anyway, mother passed away when the girls were young. Dad's kind of So sorry, stifling yawns over here. I need to go to bed. That one looks good. The next one I picked up is called The Lost Queen of Crocker County. This one is newer, 20, I don't know, something. I'm sorry. I looked at it and then I forgot because it was like 12 seconds ago, and that's a lot of information to hold. 2018, right? Yep, 2018. Girl moves away from small town. This is what I'm surmising from the very quick glance I just gave it. Comes back to small town when tragedy strikes. You knew that was coming, didn't you? Yes, tragedy. Okay, the next book I picked up is a Sandra Brown book, and I wanted to show you how many books she's written, and I don't think I've read one. I've seen her. I see her all the time on the bookshelves. I don't know. I don't know. This one sounds pretty good. Low Pressure. It is 2012. I just looked it up and remembered, point in my column. There was a tornado in the hometown of the main characters, and I think it was a tragedy. For sure it was a tragedy, but I think it has to do with just their relationship and the sisters just can't get away. The sister who left, her kind of coming to terms with what had happened. The next one is called The Housekeeper. This one is right up my alley because it's something scary, and it has to do with I don't know if they were friends, but they were at least acquaintances back in the day. One of them ended up being like, marrying into a lot of money and rich and famous, and the other one not so much. And I think the not so much is kind of angry at the so much, and it sounds really good. This one, 2019. So this is a newer one. It is by Natalie Borelli. Please leave me not spoilers, please. But if you've read any of these, say, read that one first, and I probably will, because I just have 800 books at this point. It's anybody's guess which one I'll pick up. A twisted psychological thriller, much like my very own life. So just kidding, but I thought this one sounded really cute. Did I just say that? It sounds so cute. Murder and mayhem. What's not to love? Is anybody going to be surprised when I show you my next pick called Sister of Mine? This is almost comical. Well, it is comical to me, maybe not to you. Lori Petro, Sister of Mine, is a complicated relationship between the two sisters and the secret that threatens to destroy them. So insert almost all of my books that I own, but this one looks good. Plus it has the cool pages that pretend like they've been chopped off. I like those. That's just fun for me. So that was exciting. Let's see when I feel like this one's a pretty new one. I don't like to get really old books because then I feel like I'm missing out on all the newer books, and then those are going to be old books when I finally get to, anyway, 2018, Sister of Mine. The next one is called What She Saw by Gerard Stembridge. This one looks good too. It is another mystery and very scandalous mystery. And it is relatively new also, I believe. Yep, 2017. It takes place at a hotel. Let's see. Yeah, in Paris. That's what I was thinking, but I couldn't remember. So there is an American woman who goes to stay at this hotel. She's on the run from someone. It's her husband. Of course it is. Or ex, I don't know. Or stalker, but someone in her life. Anyway, this next one, I don't know if I'm going to read this, to be honest. It might be, again, one of my favorite books of all time. It was written in 2008, but the lady whose house I was at kept trying to pick out books for me, and it was really sweet. She was this nice lady, and she kept handing me this one, and I finally just said thank you and took it because she really wanted me to read it. But anyway, it's basically a lady who is grown has something from her past, as far as like some kind of horrific event, that's how it goes, stalker kind of thing comes back to haunt her. And so it might be right up my alley by Lisa Unger. If you've read it, let me know. All right, and then the last one I haven't even looked at. I just knew I loved the picture. And this was at the same lady's house, and she was handing me lots of books. So this is called Girl on the Lee Side, Kathleen Ann Kenny. And look at the picture. It's Irish, I think. I'm just gonna guess, maybe not, but it looks like it should be. And it also has the cool wannabe ripped up pages. I don't know if you can tell there. Like cut funny, you know what I mean. This one, 2007, so it's a little older than I would normally pick, but it says, in its hauntingly evocative Irish setting, it is Irish, this is a book suffused with poetry, real poetry. Oh, I mean, yay. It is a book of awakenings of every kind and of moving surprises. Like all good stories, as this local tale unfolds, it becomes universal. I have no idea what that even means, but it's on my bookshelf now. It will be. So I may not read that one ever, but I think I paid $1 for it, and she really wanted me to have it, so I did. The next two things I got, this one I may already own, but if I do, I'm passing it on because it's so good, and it was like 25 cents, but I love the tasty, I think I first started seeing them on Instagram or Facebook in my feed, and they just have the coolest way to make things. I don't know. They're fun. And so anyway, I love the pictures. I love food. I don't love cooking, but I love having cookbooks. So this one was super cool, and I bought it. And then the last one I want to show you, oh my goodness, I'm almost done. There's only one more book. This book, look at how big this book is. It's ginormous. It's called Israeli Soul. And I love Middle Eastern food. And this, I can't even hold it up. It's so heavy. But this book has some really, and some recipe cards that are falling out. Really amazing stories and pictures of different markets and different restaurants. And here's the fun part. I was going to purchase this. It was sitting up on a table at a garage sale, and the ladies that were sitting there were just lovely, and they were talking about, oh my goodness, I wish we could be out garage sailing today, yada yada. And I said, yeah, I should really be home cleaning or working, but here I am. And so I picked up this book, and I said, I just love recipe books. I find that they make such good places to set the pizza box, you know, that you order. And, you know, they laughed at me, but it's true. And so she said, oh, I just want you to take that. And I said, no, I don't want to just take your book. And I said, you know, I really don't need it. I really appreciate the offer, but I don't need it. And she said, no, you need to have that book. I'm pretty sure I have the word sucker, hoarder, she'll take anything on my forehead. I don't know. But anyway, she absolutely insisted. I tried to give her money. She would not take my money. And so I have a free cookbook that was this is probably a $60 cookbook. But anyway, if I am going to honor her gift and make one thing out of here. It'll be the easiest thing in the whole book, I'm sure. But they have like recipes for quick hummus. I mean, who doesn't want quick hummus? I have a really quick recipe. It's called Buy It at the Store, but this one might be good too. So anyway, that is the end of my book haul, with one small exception. I got for $1 these adorable little magnetic bookmarks, which seemed fitting for all my book things. Next video, I'll show you either some craft things I got, some games I got, kids stuff I got. I got so much stuff. I love all the stuffs. Anyway, I will catch you next time. Please remain positive about the world we live in. Read more books, please. And if you need any of mine, just call. I will see you soon. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. Thanks. Goodbye.